Can a level 1 survive in a max level zone in Guild Wars 2? Part 2. If you didn't watch or forgot what we did in the first episode, I'll quickly recap it for you. I made a new Elementalist character and put them in the max level zone Cursed Shore to challenge myself. I managed to get the map completion to 100% and I got my character to level 19. But before we get into this episode, I wanted to point out the comment left by Siljana, who proposed the idea on the last episode to use the home portal stone to get out of the tutorial mission without reaching level 2. I didn't test this myself as I don't want to spend 900 gems on the item to see if it works or not. So I'm just going to take their word for it. So if you were curious, yes, there is a way to get out of the tutorial mission without leveling up to level 2. Anyways, back to the challenge. I thought long and hard about where to take this challenge next, and after some time I landed on the stone Frostgorge Sound. The reason I chose this area is because it's one of the few level 80 zones in the core game you can get to without having to travel through another zone. Goals for the challenge: try to level up this character as much as I can, get the map completion for Frostgorge Sound to 100%, and defeat the world boss in the zone. Rules for the challenge: no mounts, no XP boosts, no boosting from other players, no crafting or use of the trading post. When I log back into my character, I go to the PvP lobby again and walk through the portal to Lion's Arch. I walk up the stairs and talk to the dungeon transportation officer again, but this time we choose to go to the Honor of the Waves dungeon. When we load into this dungeon, we turn around and walk through the portal like last time. Here we are in Frostgorge Sound, home of the bear people known as Kodan. They are currently trying to fend off the approaching ice brood from the north with the help of the Pact. So let's see if we can help them with that. The first thing I do is jump into this frozen river and swim to the other side to get to this Kodan camp called Slough of the Spawn and get my first waypoint. I jumped back into the river again and got defeated trying to get this point of interest hidden below the floor of the river because I had forgotten how to get to it. I respawned back at the dungeon entrance and went and got the waypoint northeast of the dungeon entrance. Next it up under this iceberg and into a small Quaggan village called Mosh Poi Poi. Don't laugh, that's what it's called, and I got the point of interest there. After that I continued east past these boulder throwing ice worms and got the vista on top of the small mountain. I continued to walk east to the Pact camp Elder's Vale and got the waypoint and the point of interest. After that I walked along the walls of the ice labyrinth and acquired the vista. I got it down to a Kodan refugee camp overlooking the ice labyrinth and got the point of interest there. I then continued southeast to discover a small Norn settlement called Yak's Bend. In this camp I came across this hero challenge. Now I already knew I was not going to be able to fight this woman by myself, so I tried to find a way to cheat it. I aggravated this Doljak, then lured it to the hero challenge to try to make them fight each other. But unfortunately that didn't work. I then tried to kite this enemy back and forth so maybe I could slowly chip away at their health, but I ended up getting defeated time and time again. I'm sure you could eventually get this hero point by doing it like this, but I'm not good enough, nor do I want to spend the time to actually get it, so I moved on. But as a consolation prize I got the vista overlooking the camp, giving me enough EXP to level up to level 20. Through the level up the game gave me a ring which increased my power by 12. After that I went west to the Renowned Heart. This will be the very first Renowned Heart I've done in this series as there was not a single one in the Cursed Shore. Inca here needs help researching these ice imps. We could either defeat the ice imps to progress the Renowned Heart or gather these summoning stones left by the imps and give them to Inca. We're still not powerful enough to be able to defeat a single normal mob by ourselves, so we will have to gather up these summoning stones. Luckily after the last video I have plenty of tools to avoid getting attacked by these ice imps while I collect the stones. After having collected all the summoning stones that Inca wanted, we level up to level 21, giving us access to our profession specialization tree. I spent all my hero points on the water specialization as I suspect we will need more healing later on. After that I walked to the High Peaks waypoint. I also got the point of interest on the Pact's watch post on the hill, as well as the southeastern waypoint at the entrance to the next zone. After that I went down to the camp east of the waypoint to try to help with the Renowned Heart there. This Priory member Eric is having some trouble with dragon worshipping Grawl. He could either destroy the effigies, defeat the worshippers, or burn down the paintings they made on the rocks. I tried to destroy the effigies, but I would have had to stand around for 10 minutes to break one of them, so I stuck to burning the paintings. After Eric was satisfied with the painting burning, I went west to do the Renowned Heart there. Tactician Sebastian needs help fending off the Son of Svanir as they are harassing this packed camp. I basically just ran around repairing these packed flag stands as they were the only thing I could do that didn't require combat. I completed that renowned heart and then traveled further out west to the packed camp Skyhide Steeding. After having walked through the camp, I saw this cave to the south and tried to get into it. But it's inhabited by the aggressive mole people known as the Dredge. There are a lot of them in this cave. They have fast firing weapons that could down me in one shot, so I didn't manage to get very far into this cave. After resigning myself to not getting into the cave, I climbed the side of the mountain and got the vista above the cave entrance. I glided down from the vista and ran all the way to the Dredge mine entrance in the southwestern part of the map. I wanted to get the vista inside the camp, so I ran as quickly as I could and got down just a couple steps away from the vista. Lucky there was another player who was trying to get the same vista at the same time as me, so they helped me back up and I got the vista. After that, I dove down into the water just north of the Khordan Sanctuary and got the waypoint inside of a Quaggan village called Tualoop. While I was there, I also picked up all the point of interest under the water and the vista. It was pretty easy to avoid the enemies lurking in the water because my character could actually just outswim them. Then I swam up onto the ice sheet and collected another waypoint. I dove back into the water and did another renowned heart for the neighboring Quaggan village called Orsipius. This one was quite trivial, to be honest. I just swam around and interacted with all these Quaggan lanterns and shark bait. Then I went inside the Khordan Sanctuary called Deep and Troubled Waters and fed the local Khordan some fish and fixed their cracks. After completing the renowned heart, I collected the waypoint just outside the sanctuary. Then I continued northwest to the next renowned heart. It's a group of Khordan trying to prevent the Iceberg from invading their sanctuary. For this renowned heart, there's only one way of progressing it: combat. But of course, I'm not strong enough to be able to fight the Icebrood. But fortunately, this group of Khordan are actually quite strong and willing to fight. So I lured the Icebrood to these 3 Khordan standing on the edge of the water and healed them as they took care of the enemies for me. After completing the renowned heart, I then went towards the hero point on the northwestern corner of the map. First I got the waypoint near the hero challenge just in case I was going to get defeated trying to get it. I activated the fight and then fled, hoping I could make it onto one of these ice spikes and then slowly chip away at their health until I won. But I couldn't find a way up onto the ice spikes the devs hadn't blocked off. But as I was searching for a way up, another player showed up and took care of the hero challenge for me. I went back to the dungeon entrance and got the hero point I had missed under the iceberg. After that, I went back to Camp Eldor's Vale and tried to climb the long path up onto the northeastern waypoint. It took me a couple tries to get up as the path is filled with Icebrood. But eventually I made it all the way up while lighting these torches on the way, contributing towards the completion of the renowned heart. Meaning once I got up the path, I had already gotten most of the progress needed for the renowned heart. I healed a couple Khordan fighting this Icebrood and lit a couple more torches to complete the heart, giving me enough XP to level up to level 25. I then tried to get the hidden point of interest under the water near Slough of the Spawn. It's hidden in this mini dungeon under the water, so I tried to go through the exit first thinking it would be faster. By the time I had gotten to the exit, I had already used up all my abilities trying to avoid the enemies in the water and got defeated by these underwater worms. So I went through the normal way and it was much easier to get the point of interest. After that, I went back to Skyhide Steeding and glided down to Blue Eyes Shining, another Khordan sanctuary. I began working towards the completion of the renowned heart here by paying homage to their god Khora to get their approval. Then all of a sudden, the Dredge started to attack this sanctuary, so I joined in with the fight and with the help of a couple other players we got rid of the Dredge, completing the event by simultaneously completing the renowned heart. Next I decided to go into the Dredge mines west of the Khordan Sanctuary, but it's very well fortified so you can't just walk in. I climbed a mountain north of the Dredge camp and planned to glide down to one of the 2 entrances to the mine. I tried the entrance closest to where I was standing first and then the second one further away, but I realized after having tried both entrances that they both led to the same place, so I chose to go into the further out entrance to avoid as many enemies as possible. As I was trying and failing to get into this dredge mine, I looked at the clock and saw that the Claw of Jormag group event was starting soon. So I teleported back to Elder's Vale and waited for the event to start. Once the event had started, I hid at a distance as to not draw the mobs to me and healed the other players participating in the event. After the crystals had been destroyed and the Claw of Jormag had landed, I just stood back and healed the other players. After the Claw took off into the air again, I ran to the community designated standing area and healed the other players in the clump, giving me gold participation. To be honest, this was not any harder than doing it on a max level character. After that, I got an idea for how to get the hero point inside the valley that the Grawl are guarding. I climbed the mountain beside the valley and glided down to the archway so I could get the point of interest, and once the players showed up I could get the hero point as well. Then I went to the Son of Svanir camp, Barrow Steed, on the southwestern corner of the map to do the Renowned Heart there. Crusader Distald needs some help dealing with the Son of Svanir inside the camp. But first I glided down from the archway entrance and got both of the point of interest inside of the camp. All I could do to progress this Renowned Heart was to destroy the dragon banners they had set up all around the camp, and then wait for them to respawn and then repeat. After completing this Renowned Heart, I went to try to get the hero point inside the Blue Ice Shining Sanctuary. I hid behind this wall and waited for another player to come along and activate the hero challenge, and once someone did, I healed them and got my hero point. After that, I did the same with the hero point in the Quaggan village outside the sanctuary. Getting the hero point also granted me enough experience to get to level 27, and the game gave me a new staff, increasing my weapon strength from 245 to 321. After that, I tried to get into the dredge mines again, and on my first try I make it in. But after I gotten past the entrance, I didn't really have a plan for what to do next, and there were far too many enemies for me to be able to stand still, so I ran around like a chicken without its head, until eventually I got defeated. So I had to get back into the mines a second time, and this time without getting defeated. After getting in the second time, I climbed the spiral stairs to get some elevation, so I can stay out of harm's way while gliding down to the last waypoint on this map. Now having a waypoint inside this cave, I can get to work on the 2 Renowned Hearts in here. I picked up a mining suit from the rebel dredge Isaac and began mending these broken ventilation systems. I stopped and got the hero point down here once a player had started the hero challenge. Then I got back to the Renowned Heart, freeing the enslaved Skrit, fighting Dredge, and helping the Dredge rebels with their uprising. I also tried to get the Vista inside the mine. It's on top of this long spiral staircase with a couple enemies guarding it. It's a pretty long walk from the waypoint, so I had to be careful on the way there, but on my second attempt I got the Vista. I then swam down into this deep waterhole inside the mine and got a point of interest down there. After having completed Isaac's Renowned Heart, I went and collected a bunch of stolen Kodan food and gave it back to the Kodan inside the mine to complete the last Renowned Heart on this map. Lastly, I went back to the hero point I gave up on in the beginning of the video and got it with the help of another player. And that's 100% map completion for Frostgorge Sound. But for good measure, I also went and did the jumping puzzle inside the map. It took me a total of 5 hours to complete. I died a total of 77 times, and my character leveled up to level 28. Leave your thoughts in the comments to where I should take this challenge next. I was thinking of going to the silver race next, but if you have a better idea, I'd love to hear it.